Aaron Holiday, was that something that happened on a particular play with his ankle, or is it just something that kind of flared up?
No, it just happened last night. He was able to finish the game, so we thought he was fine, or we wouldn't have had him out there. But I guess when the adrenaline wore off, he felt sore, and I talked to him last night. He was like, "I'll see how I feel tomorrow." Then we pretty much just iced him. He was trying, to get back on the floor today, but it was something that happened last night in the game.
Now, how much of a luxury is it to have a guy who, like Alfred Payton, who, you talked about how he has one of the hardest jobs as far as in and out, playing both guard spots.
Yeah, I mean, he's been there for us all year long. And I talked to him yesterday about what I was doing with the rotation and, just trying to be straight with guys about what we're doing. And he was great. And I believe he's going to play well tonight. He's kept his mental approach pretty steady all year long. And he's worked his tail off. So to your point, it's a benefit to have someone like him as a backup.
On a similar note, Landry's first game back, he didn't, his final shooting numbers weren't great, but he did knock down some shots.
Yeah.
Late in the game.
I just, first game back, it was like everybody was in first game back mode. We couldn't make a shot or many shots in the second quarter, but over the course of the game, guys got their legs and got more confidence, and in particular, Landry. We just want him shooting the ball with confidence and playing hard on defense and making plays. And, it takes guys a minute to get their rhythm back. So I was excited that he took those shots and wasn't hesitant.
Monty, with that starting lineup on the defensive side of the ball, a lot of sides are
Yeah. Yeah, I think we started the game with 9 in the first quarter, and there may have been more, but the length and the size allows for you to obviously have some versatility with your switches. It helps you rebounding. And not having Chris out there, that's huge for us because we can just get out and play in transition. We don't have to run as many plays. And then it gives, you a chance to put size on certain matchups that, can help Mikal, help Book, because those two guys and Jay have tough matchups all night. So having Cam out there allows you to put Cam on some of those guys from possession to possession. But it's a work in progress for sure. We got hit with this right before All-Star break, and then you're thinking of a lot of stuff, but you don't have the team to practice and work on the things you want to over time. So trying not to inundate Book with a lot of play calls and just have him play in environments. He knows our offense, but he knows it from a certain perspective. I thought last night he did a really good job of just keeping it simple. And when there was a crowd, he just kicked it to guys. He probably would have had 15 plus assists last night if we could have made some shots in the second quarter. So to your point, that size does help you on both ends of the floor.
On those possessions where Cam and Jay are bringing it up, so Landry just running or how nice is it to have that continuity?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've been working on that all year. It was what the playoffs showed us last year when teams try to take Chris and Book out. We need other guys to facilitate and not let that slow us down. There were times last year where teams would deny Chris or Book, and it was almost like a stop sign zone, if you will. Now getting Jay and Cam and Mikal and even Landry acclimated to bringing the ball up the floor. But, this scenario is a little bit different when you're missing 3 point guards. But that's where your defense allows for you to get out and play if you can get stops where you don't have to call as many plays.
Yesterday, after the game, Jay was saying that this would be an opportunity not only for guys to grow, but to dig even deeper in the playbook. We know you have an array of plays. Is that too early to be thinking about that, or is it during the course of the game where you're like, okay, this play could work?
I mean, there's certainly validity to that, but I also feel like it's an opportunity to, while you're trying to win games, to learn about what guys can do when they don't have Chris out there to, kind of lean on. We may come up with a couple of environments or plays, if you will, just by having a big lineup on the floor as far as guards are concerned. At this point in the year, everybody knows what you're running. And so I'm of the mindset that spacing and how you play in certain environments is going to be key. Like tonight, we didn't see many blitzes. Last time we played New Orleans, we saw blitzes almost the whole game, so I think those are the things you want the guys to grow in, because if you're fortunate enough to make it to the playoffs, after game one, everybody knows what you have in the kitchen. And so you're playing out of those concepts and environments, and you have to be really locked into that, because balanced offense is the key to a really good defense.
What have you seen with how Willie's been using CJ?
Yeah, their ISO numbers have gone up. They have two guys that can, put it down and get their own. Actually, three when Valanciunas is in the post. And so they were a high pass team before the trade. Now they're playing more, ISO centric ball. Doesn't mean they don't move it, but they have two guys that can get their own shot. And so CJ's scored the ball for a long time, and he's given them a different option. So you have to have multiple wing defenders on the floor. You used to be able to key on Ingram more. Now you have two guys that can, get it done. And then they have guys who can rebound the ball. Graham spaces the floor, and then they have really good role players. So it's the same team. They still move the ball, but you're adding one of the better scorers, better ISO players in the league to a team that plays hard, defends better than, the credit they receive. And, we know that there's a number of challenges that, this team poses.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.